I'm just going to show you, pretty much walk you through how to create a course, how to choose a topic, how to upload it, different styles, how to market it, everything that I've done and had a little bit of success with so far. So, yeah, just to reiterate, different types of platforms. There's a bunch of different platforms. The one I'm most familiar with is Udemy, but there's a lot of different options, including hosting it entirely on your website as well. It all depends what your objectives are. There's pros and cons on the different platforms as well. A couple examples of successful online courses, mostly in the healthcare space. That's who the audience is. So yeah, there's a couple cool ones that I found that are doing pretty well. A couple ideas how to choose a course topic, how to create it from start to finish, a couple different styles depending on how you like to get that information out there. Everyone's different. How to add it to the platform itself, and then of course how to market it to drive students in and get reviews and ultimately paying customers. It's a great opportunity as a passive income stream. Yeah, these are a lot of fun to do. Of course, platforms like Udemy basically do the marketing for you, which is fun. So you create a really solid course one time, and it just lives, and continually you get a paycheck every month. And you put a couple of them out there, you know, it exponentially grows, and the sky's the limit.
What does it charge? What do they charge to do something like that?
It's free. Their business model is, I'll show it to you. Udemy, one of the downsides is they take a 50% commission, which is kind of high, but they do all the marketing for you. So you put the effort in there one time, do a really great course. You can market it a little bit to your own audience or colleagues or whatnot, and they take care of the rest, and they take a 50% commission. So all of these platforms want quality content for people. They're all commission based, but free to you. We can skip over the who's. So this is Udemy, as I mentioned. This is the homepage of it. There's quite a few courses in here. Udemy tends to like longer courses. They have a minimum time requirement of 30 minutes for their courses, but sky's the limit. There's a couple on there that have 20 hours worth of content. It's entirely up to you. So you would just go to udemy.com. You can sign up. There's a little tab right on the homepage, Teach on Udemy. It's a very simple sign-up process. You can use your Gmail account or log in through Facebook or social media. You apply to be a teacher. It's very simple, and then pretty much anyone can create a course.
Do you have to have credentials or?
No. But so they want quality content. Other platforms, I'll show you, you do need credentials, like Lynda and LinkedIn Learning. You do need credentials to create a course on there. They want to ensure high quality. On Udemy, it's basically based on a review system. So if you half-ass a course and nobody likes it, and you get one-star reviews, it's going to disappear. Basically, nobody's going to see it because they want the highest quality content. So it's important. They try. I don't have credentials, but I know what I'm talking about. So I put content out there that's helpful to people, and hopefully it's helpful to people. And yeah. So Lynda, Skillshare, and Teachable are a couple others. Skillshare is kind of the opposite of Udemy. Their audience likes shorter form content, so they recommend courses actually be under 30 minutes. So really short, sweet, to the point, 1 to 2 minute video segments on a particular topic. And people on that platform tend to like it quite a lot. And then, yeah, Udemy is a 50% commission structure, like I mentioned. Because that's the only one that I really have experience with uploading content to, I'm not sure the other commission structures. I'm sure there's some in place. You can also, there's quite a few WordPress plugins and different website plugins and builders specifically for courses if you want to house the whole thing on your own website. The pros and cons to doing that are you'll make 100% of the profit, but you have to do the marketing yourself, aggressive marketing. If you have a huge email list and you have an active audience of people that follow you on social media and an active blog and a ton of colleagues, that might be the best option for a lot of people. But for someone like me and for a lot of other people that are still growing themselves, I'll give them 50% commission to do the marketing for me all day because I'm still making money off of it.
Yeah.
You know.
No, when you say like, did you say, how long did you say Linda, they want it, like a 2 or 3 minute?
On Skillshare specifically, so their entire course length, they recommend less than 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to jump a little bit into how to choose the course, ideas, and basically what you want to do is take a broad idea and break it down into small segments, different aspects that you can talk about for a minute or 2 minutes. That's Skillshare specifically. On Udemy, feel free to talk about a specific aspect for 20 minutes if you want. Different audiences. Another cool thing that I want to point out is they're not platform specific. So if you create a really good course, you can upload it to all of these different platforms. Yeah. Multi-purpose everything you do. That's a reoccurring theme. You know, I'm recording this is going to go up on YouTube and generate a bunch of views. You can repurpose everything that you do. So here's one example of a successful course on Udemy. It's a hypnotherapy certification course. A lot of cool things to pay attention and notice to here. So this one in particular has 11,000 students, over 11,000. It's 14 hours long. It's quite a long course. They've included 140 supplemental resources, so different exercises and tests and quizzes and articles and all kinds of helpful information in addition to the video lectures on there. It's done so well, it has over 1,200 reviews, and it's sitting at a 4.5 rating. And if you hit a certain threshold of people purchasing the course or other thresholds like high rating, Udemy will actually put this little branded sticker on there, which is an extra selling incentive. If you can get to that point, you start showing up higher in the rankings, they feature it, and it drives a lot more sales as well. So this is a top of the line example of possibilities, and this course alone probably generates several hundred to several $1,000s per month. So they have a couple of these. You can see how much it can scale, and it's, you know, a couple $100 extra a month, couple $1,000s extra a month is a great additional source of income. I mean, why not for taking the time to do a course one time? Here's another example. This is a little less intensive. This is about bipolar disorder, mental health, understanding it. Some of the objectives, if you purchase this course, you'll understand bipolar disorder and recover self-esteem, regain happiness, etc. This is a 3-hour course. It has 2,500 students, quite a few reviews, no extra resources, so they just put 3 hours of content, put it on the platform, and it's doing really well. This is just another option. Some of my courses I have 2 courses so far on this platform. They're an hour long, and they're generating money. So you can do anything 30-minute plus on this platform, and as long as the content's good and helpful and you get it out there, sky's the limit.
Yeah, you could do this, what you're doing with this. And
Absolutely.
yeah, awesome.
You get it. That's exactly what I'm doing. So choosing the course topic. Start broad. quantify everything in your skill set, in your industry, passion. It doesn't have, there's such a wide variety of topics on this and all of the other platforms, whether it's marketing skills or computer or psychology, addiction, mental health, self-help, everything. Anything you feel you can talk about for a minimum of 30 minutes, you can pretty much break down into a course. So start with addiction or mental health, and then what are the aspects of that? Bipolar, dual diagnosis, codependency, and then break those into multiple courses as well. All of the different fine little aspects that people are looking for. And unless you're on Skillshare, longer content typically works the best. People kind of have that, they think they're getting more value, longer form content. Keyword research is always important. Everything we do in digital marketing is super important, keyword research. This will just help you in the long term. So you might put together an absolutely amazing course, you think is valuable information, but nobody's looking for that content. Not to say that you won't be successful, but you have to aggressively market that much more so than if someone is actively looking for this content. So the same ways we've done keyword research before, using Google, using the actual platform to see if people are actually looking for this content.
So put in a search and then see how many people are searching for that?
Yeah, yeah, if there's, yeah. Mm-hmm. Finding current competition. So you can go on Udemy and all of these platforms without having an account, and you can use this for multiple purposes to see how many courses currently exist on this specific topic, see what aspects are missing, see how you can improve it. Maybe there's a lot of searches and there's no content on that, so that's a golden opportunity there. Or you can use this as a brainstorming idea. Maybe you don't quite know what you want to do a course on, and you want some inspiration. You can go look in the health and wellness section or anything, marketing section, or anything you'd want to do. See a couple really successful courses on there. Find a course that has 11,000 students. Oh my gosh, this is a popular course, people like it. And then you can kind of make your own spin on it. You know it'll probably be a little successful. And yeah, see what you can add to existing popular courses. So when you start creating your course, there's a couple different ways to portray this information and a couple different styles that work really well. This is one of mine down here. A couple questions to ask yourself. If you work better off of slides, a PowerPoint presentation, do you work better if someone just gives you a topic and you go? That's how Dr. G works. I'll give him one topic and he'll talk for an hour. I'm not that way. I work best on PowerPoints like this. Keeps me in line and to the point. And some people like to write, chalkboards like this, or draw examples or draw different points. So once you have a topic in mind, the style that you want to put together is important. I literally just have a webcam in my living room. I go over one of the PowerPoints. This was actually one of the workshops here I'm turning into courses. This will probably be another course as well, because why not? And then I just go through the PowerPoints just as I do here, and kind of use that as a base and talk over it. There's quite a few courses as well, if you don't want to be in video, that you can just do the same thing without the webcam. You can just talk over the PowerPoint and go through the PowerPoint. It's very simple to do. These are a couple other examples. This guy up here is just in front of a green screen that he turned into a white endless room scenario, and he has a couple things that pop up in Premiere and editing as he's freely talking. And then this woman down here is just like in an office setting, a nice, maybe a therapy room or something like that, and she's just talking directly to the camera.
So if you're using a PowerPoint, then that would probably be the hardest part for me is doing the editing and
Mhm.
you would just upload a PowerPoint and then upload a separate audio track.
I'm going to show you exactly how I set this up, step by step. So basically you use a software called OBS you need some sort of audio. So I use my webcam, but you can turn the webcam feature off or the video part off and still record audio.
Okay.
So I'm just capturing what's on my screen and talking. Basically, it's very simple to set up.
Wow.
So if you prefer the webcam PowerPoint setting, this is exactly how I set everything up. First and foremost, it's important to create the PowerPoint that you're going to talk about. This is the free software OBS. I took a screenshot of it capturing this screen as I was setting it up. OBS stands for Open Broadcast System. It's very powerful free software. We use it for everything from recording to live streaming. So we live stream into this and then we broadcast that out to Facebook and to YouTube and whatnot. And there's a lot of cool things you can do within here, like add lower thirds, title cards, and different images and whatnot. And you can blast that out live too. But yeah, so what I do here is I have these three set up: video capture, which is my webcam that's connected to it, the window screen capture, which is whatever I have it put on, and it's just capturing the whole thing. And it's as simple as start recording. You should always do a test first to make sure that it's actually recording the audio. But once you have it installed, it's very simple to set up. What I do is I record each little lesson within the giant course as an individual video. So that really reduces the editing time, unless you make some errors through the middle of it. But pretty much all you need to do at this point then is chop off the beginning and the end, because it'll be like an endless window until you get it on the actual screen, on the PowerPoint, the active PowerPoint, just like this. And then you just start recording and then end it. You just trim off the first couple seconds or whatnot. It does record in a weird video file for some reason, not an MP4. So what you need to do, depending on what software you're editing, I use Adobe Premiere. For some reason, Premiere doesn't read the output videos that OBS puts out there. So we need to remux the recordings, which just takes a second. You would just go to File, Remux Recordings, select the video that you just did, and it turns it into an MP4 that you can use anywhere.
Remux.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a great software. Can't recommend it enough. Very simple to set up. If you prefer to speak freely, or use a teleprompter or some sort of screen to read off of, it's still a good idea to have highlight points to keep you in line. I tend to ramble a little bit, so do a lot of other people. If you get a loose topic, sometimes it's better to stay on point, stay on focus.
Yeah, you need to have bullet points.
Yeah, bullet points help out so much, because that way you don't go off on a sidetrack rant and lose your audience that way. Of course, well-lit room, distraction-free. The first course I recorded actually in my living room. Mid-recording, my cat started to go crazy, so I had to put her in the back room. But I had to turn around. She was, yeah. But yeah, it's important to make sure you're in a distraction, quiet-free room, so there's no bathrooms going off, and
Right.
just helps with the editing. And of course, lighting, so they can actually see you as well, and high audio quality, so there's not a loud motorcycle or a plane overhead or whatnot. And of course, show emotion. So be excited. about putting this information out there. Don't come across with a very bland, monotone voice that nobody wants to pay attention to. Doesn't matter what you're talking about, you can add excitement into it and it'll increase the watch time and engagement on it. And then a couple camera angles is a nice trick too if you have the capacity. So going back a little bit, this guy up here, he has just two camera angles. This is like a wide one, and then he has a close-up on his face, and that oftentimes is incredibly helpful for changing it up, keeping people tuned in. Because sometimes one camera angle for a long video is so monotonous. Yeah, you could lose people that way. Just a couple tricks. So actually adding your course onto Udemy, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you're signed up as an instructor. It's easy, just going to the website, signing up as a teacher. You want to make sure all of your videos are ready, edited, and ready to upload. You're going to go back to Udemy, you're going to log in, and then on this instructor tab here, so there'll be two tabs up here. My Courses is for courses that you have purchased or you are enrolled in. Instructors for the instructor. And this is where you'll be able to access everything. The instructor dashboard, which is all of the analytics, your revenue report, how much money you're making, or create a course, which is self-explanatory to add a new course. There'll be a couple questions that they'll ask you. What is the category of the course? What's the name of your course? Subcategory and any tags and whatnot. Just go through that. They're pretty simple. And then after you go through that entry-level questions, it'll take you to the course structure. I could not be more happy with how intuitive and how easy that they've made this entire process. That basically all you need to do is record videos and just put them in there, and you can line it all up. So yeah, all of these tabs on the left are for optimizing and creating the content. As you can see here, so there's different sections. So an introduction section, then I have two video lectures in there, a course introduction of what we're going to learn, meet the instructor, statistics, video marketing statistics, seeing video marketing in action, and all kinds of different sections. You can add lectures, practice tests, quizzes, all kinds of different things in there to ensure that the user's getting the best course experience and are able to retain the information. Because that's what makes a happy student, is if they actually learn something. This button here, bulk uploader, is very simple to do as well. You can literally highlight all of your video files, drag and drop them, and it'll upload in the background. And then from that point, all you need to do is add these, add a lecture or add a section, and then name it and select that video. It's very simple. And then, yeah, the curriculum section is the actual course outline. So you'd select curriculum here, and that's where you'll add all of the sections. Target student is where you add who this course is for, what requirements do they need beforehand. You can set all of these different things. I'm going to go through a couple of these tabs on the left, but it's pretty much as simple as that. Any questions about uploading?
I think my biggest question is like is just putting it all together into a format that like editing it all, you know. I think that's the part where I think that struggle, like just putting all the pieces together so I can upload it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that you just have to be a little strategic with it. That's why I like to record through OBS all of my things individually. So I'll record one lecture at a time, then I'll stop recording and I'll go into my recordings and name it, what I want to name it. This just kind of works for me because I go through my existing PowerPoints already. that are already kind of structured through an entire process. So I just record them through that entire process, so I know already the order, and it makes it very simple. So you can, after you've done the recording, you can take it into any video editing software that you have. If you have Premiere or you have OpenShot, which was the free one that I mentioned in the first workshop, there's a ton of different options. If you don't mess up through the recording, all you need to do is chop off the first 5 seconds and the last 5 seconds, and you're good to go. You just save it as that, export it if it needs to be exported, and then you can just drag and drop, upload it onto there. And then, yeah, lastly, you just, after you're done, you just submit the course, and then there will be a review process from them. Typically takes a couple hours. You'll get an email notification about it, and then it's public.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we get into the fun aspects of marketing your course. So sharing it with your colleagues. If you have people you work with or even friends or family that might be interested in this topic, you can give it to them. You can create coupon codes, which I'm going to show you how to create as well. Coupon codes are a great strategy for growth, the best that I've seen. But yeah, sharing it with anyone that you're currently working with. Discount codes for specific email lists or social media followers. It kind of creates that special feeling of this course normally goes for $199.99. For you, I'm gonna give it to you for $24.99. They feel they're getting that sense of gratification and feel appreciated, and that's a great way to get people in there as well. It's also a great idea to add a section on your website. If you create a couple different courses, you can create a tab on the home menu of your website and call it courses. This is a great SEO strategy as well. So if you name the URL and the page hypnotherapy course, you know, people that are searching for that term, theoretically, hypnotherapy course, will find your website theoretically if you have it optimized. And then you can just include a link or a banner image or something that can take them directly to Udemy. And it's also a good idea to include a coupon code on your website as well, because people that find it can find your course, and you can go about it that way. So it's an indirect marketing strategy as well. Yeah, if you have decent domain authority on your website and you can rank for this specific term, it'll show up on Google. People searching for it, they'll be able to find it in addition to searching for it on the platform.
Is that what you meant by you could actually host it on your website, or is that?
No, this is a different strategy. So they basically, that whole curriculum structure that's on Udemy, there are plugins and website builders specifically for that on your own website. So you can kind of transform your own website into a course platform like that, or just have a section that's accessible through that way. Yeah, if you have a core audience, a built-in audience, that might be a great structure for you, because then you have 100% of the yeah, payment.
Gotcha.
Network with other creators. This is something I've been doing as well. There are tons of Facebook groups. I've mentioned Facebook groups a ton of times before around any niche, any industry. Udemy course creators as well. There's tons of very popular Facebook groups. There's groups specifically for Udemy course creators that have thousands of people in there. So I'm active in those forums as well. And it's a great way to network with other course creators and ask them for exchange reviews. So a lot of how your courses rank is review system. So there's a couple strategies around that. If you make friends with another course creator, you can say, hey, I'll review your course, will you review mine? And the theory there is, I'm going to tie this into the next one, that this is by far the best strategy that I've seen work. Give the course out for free to a ton of people, because you're going to get them to review the course. It's going to show that there's a lot of people in that course. And what it does is fuel the people that are organically searching for it. They see, oh my gosh, there's a lot of reviews in here. There's a lot of students in here. I think it might be a good, I think it might be a good option for me. Let me try it out. Rather than if you charge off the bat for everyone, there's 0 people in your course, there's 0 reviews. It's going to be tough to get that initial kickstart. So there are probably 30 Facebook groups and subreddits of people that are looking for free coupon codes. So I use this strategy to grow my courses. So you can create unlimited coupons for any specific amount that you want. My most recent one, I created 1,000 free coupons, and less than a day I got 1,000 students in my course. Yeah.
Wow.
So what you do is it's amazing how many people are active in those groups. But I'll say, hey, I just created this new course. I want to offer it to you for free. All I ask in return is if you learn something from it to write an honest review. And it really works. And then I'm going to show you another strategy to add on to that as well. But that's great to do and very easy to do.
So you go to the Udemy website and create a coupon, right? And that's called X coupon?
No, X just stands for various number.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha.
X could be 1 or it could be 10,000.
And then you just send that link to a Facebook group, or
So from the Facebook group, they click on it. It goes to the course homepage. They can enroll in the course for free. A great little strategy I found. So this is how you create the coupon codes here. Right on the side here, so you can actually select the price of your course, anywhere from $10 up to $200. And then you create your new coupon codes. I've created a couple here for free. I have one for $10. And yeah, they give you a link specifically for it with the coupon code. And you can just blast that out all over the internet. Send it out to your email list. Send it out to friends and colleagues. Ask them for a review. This is what you would probably do for other course creators as well. Give them the course for free for reviews. The more reviews, the more students, the more your course organically ranks, which will help future people that are looking for courses purchase your course. Does that all make sense? So another reason why this really works is because you get access to all of your students that are enrolled in your course, and then you can message them. And you can see the progress of how much they've gone through your course. So what I do is I sort this by progress, because I don't want to send a message out to people that haven't even started the course yet for a review, because that wouldn't make much sense. But if they've gone through, 10, 25, 100%, then I'll message them and say, hey, I saw your X percentage done with my course. I'd love to hear your feedback. Would you consider writing a review? They get that. They get a notification. They get an email that I sent them a message, and then a certain percentage of them will review. So this adds on to that free coupon strategy.
Oh, that's very cool. It's kind of like having a teacher, and then they can ask you questions about.
Absolutely. So every course has a built-in Q&A forum section specific to that course. You can ask questions. So I put in all of these message that I'm always open to suggestions. If there's an extra aspect that wasn't clear enough, let me know and I can create another video. You can continually add, customize, and edit your course at any given time. Total freedom. The only downside is they take 50% commission. But yeah, it's great. Just running through it, that's what I got for you.